There is not one thing a woman can do that a man can't do equally as good.
So if men could have children, would you date men?
No.
Okay, so then why are you dating women if the only thing they can do better is have children?
What did I give you the criteria here for?
Okay, so why are you with your wife, for example?
Because she's the mother of my children and I love her.
Give some examples.
Because she's super smart and she cares a lot about me and she thinks I'm wonderful and et cetera, et cetera,
Okay,
et cetera.
there you go.
There I go what? What are you talking about? How does this demonstrate that women are better at any of these tasks than men? You're saying because she has all of those that I should feel like attracted to men if they have those?
Okay,
what are you
because
talking
why
about?
wouldn't you be with a man who's better?
Because I don't want to fuck men.
But why don't you want
Because
to?
they're... What do you mean?
Why not?
Because
you're not
I'm not
to them.
a homosexual.
Yeah, you're not attracted to them, exactly. So the only thing that you think women are better at is having children. So
I'm sorry, you're right. There's two things. Women are also better at men wanting to over other men. You win.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
You have blown your youth. You spent the years between 18 and 35 doing whatever the hell you chose to do. No heat, no judgment. But you blew your youth. When your counterparts who were looking to marry up and marry well were getting married their junior and senior year in college, the first and second year after college, they were married at 22 and 23, and you were laughing at those white girls and those Asian girls getting married at 22, 23. You get married after college, that's too young. We need to go on girls trips and having our best life and hot girl summer and all this other bullshit. Now, they're 10 years into their marriage, 3 kids deep, and their husband's a VP of marketing somewhere. And while you still got you and your cats are living in a loft downtown, driving your BMW in a middling career. You ain't on no career track. You blew your youth. You blew your youth. You can't get that back. You don't have time to play any more games. You don't have another 10 years to try to figure this shit out. You'll be 50. You don't have time to keep playing games.
If you want a man, respectfully, that is on you. But here's my pro tip, okay? Make his life better. Do not make his life easy. Be the enrichment exercise in his enclosure, okay? Give him a sense of accomplishment every time he sees you. Make him feel useful. Make his life better. Do not make it easy. Do not do his laundry. Do not do like that, okay? Why? Because men bond through vasopressin. Vasopressin is a hormone that is released in the brain only through complex problem solving. It is why they're like this with their besties and don't give a fuck about you, okay? Because they're solving problems with their boys and they're just laid up pillow talking with you. That is how women bond. Oxytocin is how women bond. That is why you get caught with the man you're sleeping with and he's like, yada yada, I don't give a shit. Like, why would he? Babe, you're not in his head.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
If you do not know about the thumb trick, how are you surviving in this modern dating world? Okay, I'm kind of just kidding, but today I'm going to explain to you what the thumb trick is and how it will literally pull any person you want. So the key to this is you guys have to be already holding hands. If you're confused on how to get to this step, my account is the perfect place to start. I make dating and flirting advice videos like 5 times a day. Anyway, when you're holding their hand, you're going to slowly start tracing your fingers up and down their hand. The key to this is that you need to do it slowly, delicately. This is going to give them like the chills in a good way. Next, here is where the fun comes in. You are going to take your thumb, hence the thumb trick, and you are going to slowly start like making circles against their skin on their hand. This is going to send them into orbit. This will not only make them like turned on physically, but this will turn them on mentally. It's just such an affectionate thing to do. Okay, I have so many more tips and tricks, so follow if you want a part 2.
God, Karen, you are so stupid.
You have dumped me, but look at me now and you can't ever have it again. So, I mean, Tony, do you have any regrets seeing that she looks so great today?
She looks the same as when I left her.
Why would he? Here are the top comments. Would have said I wish I did it sooner, maybe she'd look better. Ironic how she was the one who invited him on that show. She's the one who can't seem to get over him. She's beautiful and he looks like an inmate. Why is everyone glazing him LOL? Because she looks like Big Bird. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
And in red, you can see all of our anniversaries from week 1 all the way until week 50. I have our proposal in yellow, meeting the fam in yellow, and purple represents all of our adventures. 2025!
That's a nice thought. Clearly a lot of effort, but I think, and I'm speaking for all men, no. Guys, you know what this reminds me of? When a kid would spend 5 hours making a small cheat sheet to put on the inside of their water bottle for a quiz that could have been aced with the study session lasting half the time. Most of us are probably guilty of this, so sorry if you feel called out, but this is exactly what's happening here. From shaving their heads 3 minutes ago, to making charts and calendars to bag a man, it's clear times are changing, but women have still lost their minds. Let's see what others have to say. She's so excited, therefore I like her little thing she made. We don't. I don't know if this is a green or a red flag. That's because you're a woman, Claire. That's because you're a woman. She has the calendar graphed out beautifully with color-coded times and date stamps with different color-coded pens, and even has backup plans just in case her profit and loss margins are a little off to those gaps, and even knows what to do with any sneaky, hostile takeovers trying to steal her guy. So my OCD nerdy side is like, okay, if she can give me a breakdown of next year's projected quarter earnings over future losses, this might be a great merger to seal this deal. No, brother. No. Here we go again.
What do you think about me dropping an OF in high school?
Well, you did it after you turned 18, so...
Well, I mean, why would I do it before?
Right, so you were 18, free to do whatever you want.
Do you support it?
Yes.
Why?
Because I've always supported you.
And the generational pandemic is still in full swing. Lady, your daughter was just smack-talking you, put you on a podcast, and basically demanded that you approve of her awful decisions. And why did all of this happen? Because you're the cause. Because you lived a similar lifestyle leading up to this point. And if you had access to the internet like your daughter does back in the day, you probably would have done the same. Here are the top comments. Failure of a parent. Say it louder. Supporting your daughter selling her body online. She must be a great mom. You're not supposed to be her best friend. There's a difference between supporting your daughter and advising her on things that you would have wisdom on since you are older than her. You can say, hey, that's not a good idea, and she can still go and do it because she's 18. You don't have to be her best friend and be like, yeah, it's going to work out great, even though you know it's a terrible idea just to make her happy. Bingo, gold star for you. But there's no way she's listening. There's one thing to respect someone's decision and another to actively support it. A parent doesn't need to and should actively support every whim of their child. You can love someone and be supportive of them as an individual without agreeing with every choice. Might as well be speaking another language, am I right? Moving on.
You are a 4 at best.
Guys aren't meant to see this many hot bitches.
Back in the olden days, they would see 200 baddies in their whole life. And now
in
it's
their
like...
whole life.
In their whole life. And now it's like they are desensitized to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll have conversations with my guy friends where I need to check them, where I'm like, you need to check yourself. They'll be like, oh, well, her hair wasn't perfect, or she didn't have like veneers, so I just didn't. And I'm like, you are a 4 at best. Like, this is insane. You think that you have access. You actually, they're so delusional. They think that
they're
they
so
can
delusional.
bag like these hot girls because there's so many hot girls on Instagram.
And then they do them dirty because you think you're going to get another batter, which it's like at one point we all start to even out, but also at the same time, it's like, this is my thing. I always say your resume is trash on paper and in real life.
Exactly.
Your resume is trash for you to be talking like this, sounding like this, and acting like you have so many options available to you.
No, it's crazy.
First of all, you can't look like that and have a trash resume and expect to bag a 10 every time. You're funny. You're not that funny.
Back in the olden days, we wouldn't have to hear your opinion. That said, it's kind of nice to see women like this so frustrated about the facts. Sorry, ladies, but working men have the options, which is exactly why they're setting the standards. Moreover, no men are out there looking for the, quote, baddies. We all know that the road just leads to an empty wallet and total insanity. The comments are, the fact all women think they're baddies is hilarious. It really is. Who is delusional again? The amount of baddies didn't increase that much, just more girls that think they baddies increased. Facts. Not the men in the comments section proving their point entirely, ha 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 ha. Not the woman in the comments section thinking laugh typing and emojis means they made a valid point. Most men and women are 4s or 5s at best, and it's honestly subjective. 10s often don't even look real in person, and they aren't in abundance, male or female. If people would just date for substance and not flash, the dating world would be a much better place, lol. Bro missed the point entirely. We also got to the point where we are happier being single than dealing with them. Happy people don't have to share that they're happy on social media. Next clip.
And with that, the 2021 season, and with that, the 2022 season, and with that, the 2023 season, and with that, the 2024 season.
You had years, woman. Instead, you've expanded and contracted more than Jonah Hill. I have no problem with people going to the gym for better health. I talk about it all the time on here, but feeling like you can post progress videos when there hasn't been any progress is almost exclusively a female trend, and it's not hard to see why. Modern women are determined to manufacture a reality in an effort to avoid what is actually happening to themselves. It's like a dystopian sci-fi movie out here. The comments are, before and before and before. Nice. What's your favorite machine? The vending? Damn, that's a solid gold post. I see a lot of difference. Oh, sorry, she's not paper thin, but she doesn't owe anything to random people on Instagram. Progress is progress. Did you watch the same clip? How do you go to the gym for 4 years and not improve? Girl math. I lost 80 pounds in 9 months. She's lost 0.9 pounds in 3 years. Guy math. Congrats, brother. She feels healthy, she's fueling and moving her body, she is inspiring others to do the same, and she looks damn good doing it. If she's fueling, I need to know where you pump gas to avoid a massive fire hazard.
Where are all the good men that don't cheat? Where are all the good men that still respect women to understand that they don't deserve to be played with, lied to, and manipulated? Where are all the good men that want to prioritize their family, their girlfriends, and the people around them that matter? Where are all the good men that know the sacrifice of a woman when she's at home with the kids or she's making a house a home and they appreciate it? Where are all the men that are happy to go to work every single day knowing that the home and the house that they built is because they sacrificed time away from their children? Where are all the good men that are trying to balance work, a romantic relationship, their kids, trying to do all the right things and still feel like they're falling short? Where are all the good men that understand that women can be crazy, but you love them anyway? Where are all the good men that understand that things are not always going to be easy, but they're not going to go out and cheat or be out in the club to fill their ego instead of making it work within their relationship? Where are all the good men that still have integrity? They do exactly what they say they're going to do and they never fall short. Where are these men? Because according to women, there are no good ones left. Okay, bye.
I must break you.
Unless you were one of the lucky ones who met the love of your life in high school, I'm convinced that all of us that are still single and dating right now are going to date the following 3 types of men, at least once in our life. The first man will tell you, oh, baby, I love you so much. I want to spend all this time with you. Like, I miss you so much when you're not around. But he'll never actually make an effort to hang out with you. He has time to hang out with his guy friends every single day, but can only spare 1 day a week to hang out with you. He's the guy that you usually date in your earlier years before you know better. The second guy is someone who has a lot of qualities that you love. You see great potential, he treats you well, he's a gentleman. You like everything about him, but you don't actually like him. Something is missing. The chemistry is missing, some sort of spark is missing. Mentally, your brain is like, I should be madly in love with him, but I'm not. This guy you just gotta let go. I won't lie, third guy hurts the most. This is the man who you, more than anything, wanted it to work out. This is the guy that you will think about forever as what if. What if he was the one? Cue The One by Taylor Swift. That's the guy that I'm talking about. You know, you really became a person that would do anything for him and he still didn't want you. Ooh, it hurts so bad because I literally went through this last year. I feel like those are the 3 tropes of men that most women have dated. And they've truly been learning events for all of us.
I can feel him running through my veins. He's still in me.
So this is the shock shirt of the guy who gave me chlamydia in 2015. And a shock shirt is when you fuck a frat guy and they give you a frat shirt the next day. Hey, Kappa Sig, shout out.
You know, people with antisocial personality disorder collect trophies after horrific deeds, and honestly, I can't tell the difference. I once knew a guy whose girlfriend kept the shirt from her ex. She was determined to keep it because she loved it so much, so obviously I told the guy to dip. And you know what? His life dramatically improved. The guy's mental health skyrocketed and now he owns his own business. Turns out all he needed was to get rid of some baggage to reach his full potential. Crazy stuff. Here are the top comments. Wow, I bet your dad is so proud of you. What dad? I think you gave it to him, lol. Fair assumption. Clean your room, we don't need to judge you twice. Bro, this ain't a flex, that's just embarrassing. Batman couldn't beat this information out of me, and you're posting on the internet for clout. Behold, the modern woman. In college in 2015, husband, shirt, odds dropping drastically every day. Instead of thirst trapping and posting for attention, fold those damn clothes and clean your house up. Ah, come on, you know she doesn't know how to do that. Moving on.
She goes, why don't you just sleep around like I've been doing for the last few years? It's made me way happier than any marriage ever could. I'm sitting here like, that was the worst possible answer. Like, Jesus Christ. Then it gets crazier. She goes, I finally hit a milestone this weekend that I've been working towards since I decided to start doing this. She goes, I just hit my 500th body. And I'm sitting here like, holy, you've slept with 500 people. Like, I thought I was the type of person that didn't care about body count, but when I heard 500, I didn't even graduate with 500 people. That's like trying to, like, collect STDs, like you're trying to fill out a Pokedex. Like, gotta catch them all. She continues sliding over to me, puts her hand on my shoulder, rubs, like, it down my arm, and she goes, I can make you forget all about her. And I'm sitting here like, God damn it. Like, yes, but no. 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 The server's cleaning a table next to me. Like, I wanted to grab the sanitizer and be like, no. And spray her with it. And, like, my arm at that point.
Wow. Guys, this is exactly why you want to know the backstory on the woman that you're interested in. Because she can look like your type, but not be your type. So stay informed, guys, because you don't want to be guy number 501.
It's official. We're living in a nightmare. It matches all the notes of a typical horror movie. Good on the dude for having self-control. Sometimes these comment sections can get really depressing with the occasional simp asking for the at. 20 years ago, if anyone were to tell me these women exist, I probably wouldn't believe you. Of course, I was 9 at the time. But still, this is the kind of world we live in, with about 95% of Western women walking around like an ad in Blade Runner. The comments are, does no one feel shame anymore? Christ almighty. Agreed. I'm sure I've not even shaken 500 hands in my lifetime. Really puts things into perspective. That said, you need to go outside more often. I can just imagine his testicles withdrew so far up and his body that they became kidney stones. Wow, that's graphic. I've seen several videos with young women in their early 20s saying if you don't have at least 50 by the time you've gotten out of high school, what were you really doing? It's a lost generation, my friend. 500 people is wild. Can't convince me she has any sense of connection and loyalty after that. Normalize shame. I second that. Next clip.
We're literally about to get on kayaks here in Ha Long Bay, Vietnam, and I just got like a rush of anxiety about whether or not these kayaks are going to be able to hold my weight. Like, the Vietnamese people are so much smaller and shorter, and I just feel like this moment is very relatable, where I'm like, wow, I have no idea if this is actually going to work out, and I'm just hoping for the best.
A great example of what's happening on both sides of the world and what needs to be improved. The comments are, body positivity isn't as awesome anymore, huh? Was it ever? Are you blaming the kayaks? Well, they blamed hiking trails. Kayak guide here. As long as you can get into the cockpit, you're all good. Those kayaks are very buoyant. You'll be fine. I hope that everything worked out and you had a great time. Settle down, buddy. She's literally about to engage in extremely rigorous physical activity and people are still commenting about her weight. She's clearly living a very active lifestyle. Let people live their lives in peace. Who the F raised y'all? I would love to see what you consider to be active. If your weight is holding you back from enjoying what the majority is able to, don't you think you should change your weight? Then you wouldn't have to worry about things like this. As someone who has lost 250 pounds, I do not miss this feeling. However, I'm still 215 pounds and it still surprises me occasionally when that anxiety creeps in and then I fit in a small space or seat. It's been a long 13-year journey, but it's the best thing I've ever done for myself. Good for you. Just read through a good amount of these comments and I am left with one question. If your weight causes you anxiety, maybe not often, but enough for you to make a video, then why do you stand so strongly on the fact that you don't care to lose weight? It is obviously something that hinders your ability to live the happiest and most stress-free life. So why not work on it and see how you feel after cutting some weight? This is an honest question. I am genuinely curious. Again, welcome to the world of modern women. Moving on. Charming. I bet she'll clean that up. The comments are, that's not clumsy, that's called stupidity. Full offense, but what did you think was gonna happen? You're dense. She literally lifts her arm to put it in the door. This pissed me off beyond belief. A huge mess and safety hazard. Glass everywhere just for your video. I hate what the world is coming to. By definition, clumsy is accidental. This was deliberate, so it's stupidity. No, not a chill, clumsy girl. A nuisance that put broken glass on the floor for someone else to clean up. Be better. Tall order. Next clip. Very romantic. I'm sure you'll be very happy together. Here are some comments. This is the dumbest advice to give any married couple. Sounds like you didn't keep your wedding vows. You're for the streets. You thought you could get better, then found out and came back. Poor guy. He prioritized his family over happiness, and she prioritized her happiness over her family. I feel bad for this dude. Have standards and move on. Be a good father and move on. She is not it. Next. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say I appreciate you. So don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to be featured, and hit that sub button to approve of our message. And we now have an official second channel, Man Guide Reacts. Link is down in the description. We got fresh content, gonna be trying some new stuff over there, so subscribe to that for new content. I appreciate all the continued support, and I want to wish you all tremendous success. See ya in the next one.